Ngithe vala mehlo, vala me, ngizokutshela mangithi vula. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We have a big one today, man. It is bafana versus Angola. Angola. Yeah, man. It is happening, ladies and gentlemen. AFCON is truly and well is underway. It's happening. It is happening. We are literally what's happening here? We are within, man. We are within. Afcon is here, and man, it's exciting. It is exciting, and Bafana Bafana is about to play the first game against Angola, which I'm excited about. I think it's gonna be a thrill of a game. I think Bafana Bafana uh, have enough to beat Angola, and yeah, man, it's very important that we start this tournament on a high note, man. We need to win this game. We have to beat Angola. There's no other choice than beating Angola. We just have to beat Angola. We can beat Angola. Yes, they have a formidable team. They do have good players. Most of their team is based in Europe. But then again, we know what we did in the last AFCON, playing again with locally based players. And today's starting 11, we have about 4 players who are playing overseas, playing their trade in Europe, which hopefully that will benefit the team. But most of these players that are currently based in Europe that are playing for Bafana. But you have Lyle Foster who played for Orlando Pirates. You have Ngeza who played for Kaizer Chiefs. You have Nkoto who played for Orlando Pirates. So, look, man, that team is strong. For me, I'm happy with the start 11. I don't want to complain and say, man, I should not have started in Bulo, should not have started in Stole. I think that is the strongest team, with an exception of Mbule. I don't really rate Mbule, but I think he always lives up to whenever he's given a chance in this Bafana squad. He does play well. If you're being honest, he does come up with the goods in the Bafana in this Bafana team, and he does provide goals. He does provide assists, and hopefully he will pick up where he left off in the last. Because I thought he played very well against Ghana in that friendly that we had in preparation to the Afcon uh, tournament. I thought he played very well. Scored a scotch of a goal. I'm sure right now his confidence must be all the way up. His confidence must be all the way high. And yeah, man, we need our players to give it the all, man. They need to leave their blood, sweat, and tears on that field. Because for me, I need to be honest. And this, I hope I'm not jinxing it, but I've never went into AFCON tournament with so much confidence. I am like, I was even thinking to myself, like, why do I have so much confidence? Why do I believe in this team so much? And that is, I mean, you have to give credit to Hugo Bruce, the job that he has done with this team. I mean, during Pito Msimani, I mean, we never even went to AFCON. When we hosted AFCON in 2013 under Gordon Eagers, and I was not this confident going to that into that AFCON. Uh, I knew that like we would not get to the semifinals. I knew that we would not get to the quarterfinals. Even in the last AFCON, when we reached the third, when we came third, I was not confident. 2008, I remember I was also still not confident. The one in 2019 when we beat Egypt, I was still not confident. But then this one, I have so much belief in this team, man. I have so much belief in this team. And you know what? I have reasons to be this confident because you look at that team. Look at that team. We have uh, experienced players mixed with young and honestly players that have so much confidence. And also you have, if you're being honest, this team is actually relatively young. I think the oldest player in this team is Mudau. Let me just confirm that. The oldest player in this team might actually be Mudau or Ronan Williams, one of them. Okay, it's Ronan Williams who's 33 years of age, and then Mudau is the oldest together with Mudiba on-field players. But then, other than those three players, this team is actually very young, man. You have Oceanopolis, who's 24 years old, but then he plays like a 30-year-old. He plays like a 20-year-old. He is in his prime. You have Mohamed Kota right now, who's playing out of skin. Like the guy is just, I'm impressed. I've always been impressed with Nkota, but um, he has upped his game from the Nkota that he was at Orlando Pirates last season to the Nkota that we are witnessing this season. Totally different player, and the fact that like he's actually benching Relebole Mofokeng, Relebole Mofokeng, who's just as good player, if not better than Nkota, but ability wise. But then on Kota, he does have that thing that like he has this ability of scoring long range shots. He has this ability of just giving you something out of nothing, which is like you can say also reliable Mofokeng is just as good. He can also provide you with those moments of magic. So we are actually spoiled for choices. We have so many players that like can win us games, and I'm even yet to go to the bench. Like, look at that stat 11. That is stat 11, bro. Apolis and Quarter on both flanks. It's a nightmare for any defenders. It's a nightmare for any defense. So let me just do this. Honestly, I think we'll demolish Angola, man. I hope. I don't want to make predictions, but if we play our best football, if we play the way I think we can, I think we can actually demolish this Angola side. Because I don't really think, yes, you can say most of these players are playing overseas. Most of them they're playing in bigger leagues than some of our players. But then we have a team. We have a team that like has been together for some years now. We have like a team that like wants to better their last results, because this isn't. I mean, this Afcon, we obviously like we need to show that we have improved. I know it's gonna be very difficult to better the last results, to better the last Afcon results. But man, we need to believe, man. We need to believe that we can win this thing. We need to believe that we can win this thing. Like I think we can win this Afcon, man. And it's very important that we start this tournament very well. It's very, very important that Bafana start the tournament very, very well on a high note, because then it will be difficult now to drop the performance. If we beat, like, let's just for example, we beat Angola by 3 goals to nil. Next game is Egypt. We need to believe that we can win this group. Egypt, as much as like yes, they have Mo Salah, but then besides Mo Salah, who else do they have? Mamelodi Sundowns beat Al Ahly in the CAF Champions League. Orlando Pirates beat Al Ahly in the CAF Champions League. Yes, you lost against Pyramids, but then Pyramids doesn't have as many players in this Egypt national team as Al Ahly and Zamalek. So what I'm trying to say is that like we have an upper hand going to this in this tournament, and it's just a matter of like us believing in ourselves and actually taking our chances, because we are going to be creating a lot of chances. And when you have players like Apolis and Quarter, Foster, yes, I don't really rate him that highly, but who can you start? Yes, Mahopa, he can score goals on his day, but Coach Hugo Bruce was always going to start Lyle Foster. He was always going to start him. But and then let me just go to the bench. We have Ndamane, Sibisi, Talon Smith, Gabini, Matuludi, Mbata, Mofokeng, Moremi, Mokwana, Obas, Campbell, Mahopro. Just look at that bench, man. The amount of depth, like in attack, like we have so many players that can actually win us games from the bench. Tepa Moremi, he has been honestly a revelation this season. I've never seen. Okay, let me just say, I've never seen an unknown player, because again, let's just be honest. I didn't know Tepa Moremi before he went to Orlando Pirates. I was not familiar with Tepa Moremi before he went to Orlando Pirates. And I remember watching him against, I think what they were playing Polokwane City where Orlando Pirates lost. I was like, where did Orlando Pirates get this boy? I don't think he's going to do well at Orlando Pirates. But he managed to settle very quickly at Orlando Pirates, and again found himself in the Bafana squad. And I hope for a player like Tapam Remy, I hope that like now he doesn't drop his performance. He doesn't feel like he has reached where he's ceiling, or where like now he has to be complacent, because I think like there's still more levels to him. I hope that like he's going to be used. I don't want him to be just in this Bafana squad, Afcon squad, just to add numbers. Because one thing I like about him that he has an eye for goal. He's very hungry. He wants to impress, and that's the players that we need in this Bafana squad. And honestly, most of these players are like that in this squad. I mean, for example, I always say that like Oceanapolis is the perfect example. In the last AFCON, he did not play any minutes. I think he played, I think, less than an hour. I think I remember he played in the game when we were in the third position game. I think he did get a few minutes in that game, but then I don't think he started any game in the last AFCON. But then it didn't allow that to deter him. He took that as a motivation for him to work hard. And look at him right now. You can't bench. You can't bench. He's one of the first names in the Bafana squad. He has to start games. He is the key player for Bafana. And yes, you can say like Mremi is age 25. Oceanapolis is what he was like. How old was he? I think he must have been like 23 or 22. So yeah, I think it was 22, if not 21. So yeah, you can say like yeah, but then Oceanapolis still had time on his hand, whereas like Moremi doesn't have. He's already 25 years old. It's like he's in the peak of his career. But then again, he plays like a seasoner. He plays like an experienced player. But then I'm actually excited to see how he's going to find himself in the Sofana squad. I'm excited to see how impactful he's going to be when he gets those chances, those few minutes from the bench. And I think he will definitely be getting those minutes from the bench. We'll see if he gets those minutes. He'll be replacing Lyle Foster or maybe replacing one of the wingers, whether Nkota or Oceanapolis. But then again, you have Relebolo Mofokeng is the number 10. Is he a number 10? The less said about him, I mean, we know what he's capable of. We know what Relebolo Mofokeng is capable of. You have the likes of Elias Mokwana, who honestly, I'm happy that he's actually back in this Bafana side because so one of those players that like when Bafana, I mean, was not playing like were rejuvenating itself, coming back to the Bafana that it is today. He did play a part in this reset of Bafana, and I'm happy that like is in the Bafana is in the squad again because he was neglected for for a lot of games where he was not getting picked ever since he joined Esperance. Kind of like he was never a preferred choice for coach Hugo Bruce, and he went to Saudi Arabia, found his feet again, playing very well in the Saudi Arabia league, scoring goals, creating chances. And I'm glad that he's actually back in the Bafana settings. And then you have Chandra Campbell, one of the players that I'm actually excited about. I know he's probably never gonna get that many minutes like as the likes of Mufike, the likes of Nkota, the likes of Oceanapolis, because he's playing pretty much the same position as those players, and those players have experience, those players have done it, and but I'm hoping that Hugo Bruce will give him a chance, especially like if let's say maybe we win our first two games, which is going to be difficult to do. But then let's just hypothetically, Bafana Bafana goes on and win their first two games. He has to start the last game of the group stage because this is a player that, like, for me, is the future of Bafana Bafana. This is the player that, like, going to next year's World Cup, I think, is those players that are going to be very, very much um, play a key role for in this Bafana Bafana setup. I mean, the competition for those wing position Bafana Bafana is just a lot because you have Nkota, you have Mofokeng, you have Mukwana, you have Apolis, you have Chandra Campbell. Coach Hugo Bruce is spoiled for choices, man. He is spoiled for choices. This Bafana Bafana squad is just stacked with quality everywhere on the field. And hence I'm this confident. I'm so confident. I think we can win this tournament. Obviously, that's just my prediction. The players need to do their job on the field of play. They have to do the job on the field of play, but we have what it takes. We have the midfield, even the midfield. I mean, our midfield, we have Mbata, we have Obas on the bench. You have Obas, you have Mbata on the bench. That is that is they start for most of the team in this tournament. But we know what Mbata is capable of. He's been scoring crucial goals for Bafana Bafana. Whenever he's been given a chance to start game for Bafana Bafana, he's always impactful. I've always been impressed with him. He scores goals. He he can find those passes, those diagonal passes. He can drive forward with the ball. He can also be a destroyer. He can play the defensive role as well. And then also you have Batus Obas. You know what you're going to get with Obas with Batus Obas. It's a steal. He works very hard for the team. He will, bro. This team is so stacked, man. It is so stacked. And again, defensive. You have Ngosina TCBC. He's experienced. Indamane, central back, very good player. Talon Smith, up and coming player. This team is just too good, man. This team, it is way, way, way too good. This team is way, way too good, man. We can, let me not say it. I'm trying not to say it, but I know you're thinking it. I know you're thinking it, and I'm also thinking it. And we have to beat this Angola side. We have to beat Angola. It's very, very important that like we beat Angola. I'm confident that we'll beat Angola. I'm way, way, way. My confidence is skyrocketing. Is very, very high. I believe we can beat this Angola side. And um, it's just unfortunate that Tambazan is not in this team, man. I mean, this team. If there's only weakness in this team, I hope I'll be proven wrong. But then, if this is me nitpicking, this is me nitpicking, and just but if there's only one weakness in this team, is the number 10. It is the number 10 because the downgrade from what Tembazon used to give you, especially in the last AFCON, where he was exceptional, what Tembazon used to give us in that number 10 role, we're not going to get that from Mbule. Hence, I'm saying, like, it is unfortunate that, imagine, like, if we had that Tembazon of the last AFCON going into this AFCON, we would be unplayable. We would be unplayable. The thing is, we expect Sipombuli to do what Tambazwane was doing for Fanafan, which is unfair in a way because he does not have the ability that Tambazwane has. He doesn't possess those abilities that Tambazwane has. He doesn't have the ability to score goals like Tambazwane. He doesn't have the ability to beat players like Tambazwane. He doesn't hold the same respect that Tambazwane holds in the team. And we're gonna miss unfortunately we're gonna miss the presence of Tambazwane in this team because I said Tambazwane should have been in this team. It was important that Tambazwane gets picked in this Fafana side because Tambazwane is his presence alone is inspirational. His presence alone is inspirational. Those players like Nkota, Campbell, the Lal Fosters of this world, Relebolo Mofokeng, they hold Tambazan to such a high regards. They hold him to such high regards. And him being there alone, not even playing games, they respect him. They feel like, oh man, we have this player that is so inspirational. We have to let's emulate this guy. Let's make him proud. Let's try to impress him. Let's try to. I want to be the player that take the button from Tambazwane and the thing is now he's not in the team. We're gonna miss his presence, Jay. Like is I think Hugo Bruce did himself a huge blunder by not picking Tambazwane because the guy is just a different player, man. He's just a different player compared to what we have right now in this Wafana side. And again, we know what he can do if when fit. When fit and ready to go, we know what Tambazon can do. You know what Tambazon can give you. You know what he can do to teams. Teams, even everywhere in Africa, they know him. They know what Tambazon can do. They know they have fallen victim to Tambazoni's exceptional performances. Egyptian teams know Tambazwani. Algerian teams know Tambazwani. Angolan team knows Tambazwani. He's known everywhere around in Africa. He's well respected, and it's just unfortunate, man. I've just for me, yes, I know he was not playing that many games for Fana Fana. He was injured. He was out for a long time, but I just feel like half fit Tambazwane is still much is still a much better player than Sipombuli. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I'm just being honest. Half fit Tambazwane, he still gives you way more than fully fit Sipombuli is going to give you. Yes, as Coach says, desperate to see Sipombuli come into his own and become the life and solo for Bafana at this AFCON. He has the personality and characteristic to do that. We have struggled to find a long-term zone replacement, and there's clearly a lot of faith in Bule. I hope he delivers. Is he actually a long-term replacement for Tambazwane? Bule is already in his late 20s. Let me just check. How old is Sipombule? I don't think he's a long-term replacement for Tambazwane. He's 27 years of age. Okay, still 27. Okay, still in a good age. 27, still has like 3 years before he reached 30. Okay, but then to say a long-term replacement is actually stretching it. I think I would say I will not predict that Sipumbulu will still be in this Bafana team, let's say maybe 3 years from now on. I think, yes, he'll definitely be going to the World Cup next year because we don't have an out and out number 10. If there's one position that like Bafana is struggling with right now, we don't have a number 10. We need a number 10. And we don't have that many young number 10 coming through. I mean, people are talking about Mdudu Shabalala, but I have not really been impressed with Mdudu Shabalala. We need someone that's just consistently be dishing out top performances. And I don't think Mdudu Shabalala is consistent enough to be a number to play that number 10 role for Bafana Bafana. So number 10 role is a position that Bafana Bafana, strange enough, we're struggling to find a replacement for Tambazwan because I could remember back then we used to have so many number 10s. You used to have Tegom Lis in that number 10 role. You used to have Stephen Pina who could play that number 10 role. You used to have players like who was this player, man? Was it Delron Butley who also could play that number 10 role? We used to we used to have so many players that could play the number 10 role, and now we don't have the number 10 anymore in this Bafana side. The further like we're relying on Sipombule to play number 10. Someone that like I think at Sekhukhune United was playing more as a number 8. So it just tells you that like a number 10 players are no longer a dying breed. Actually a dying breed because even in Europe, that, we don't have that many number 10s being coming through the ranks. But we'll see, man. I hope that Sipombuli does live up to the expectation. I hope that like he does become that replacement that we need in this Bafana side. Because, and again, number 10 is not about creating chances. You have to provide assist. You have to score goals. You have to score goals as a number 10. Master Chef will cook no matter what. Hey, we shall see. We shall. I hope I hope he does cook. I certainly hope that he will cook. We don't need those silky passes and one step over passes. We need assist. We don't need that. That's not what we need. Those juggling of the ball, silky passes. We don't need that. We need killer passes, champagne, a defense splitting passes. That's what we need. We don't need we need passes in the final third. Those are what we're going to need in this Afcon. Oh, Inte balalento iyo mama wezingane zami ngizokutshela mangithi ngithi vula I'll take that winger than a winger that will just be providing crosses only. If if I have to choose between a winger that scores me goals and a winger that just like beat defenders on one and provide crosses, give me a winger that score goals on any day. Any day, give me a winger that will score goals. Um, if you get time to watch Bafana, you're lucky. Okay. O tla beta diverse tša maata. Oh, let's go. Let's go. What did I miss? Bafana, Bafana. What did I miss? Let's go. Izokutshela mangithi ngithivula. Yo. People are saying Mahopa should have started this game. I think I would have been much. I don't know, man. I'm torn, man. I can't choose actually between Lyle Foster and Mahopa because I feel like they are two different strikers. Lyle Foster is the penalty box striker. He's gonna stay in that penalty box, and he's gonna be relying. He's more reliant on those final passes, those crosses. He wants to be on the end of those crosses. And when you have Nkota and Apolis, I hope that like they'll be bringing those crosses as much as like Nkota likes to take shots from outside of the box, as much as like Apolis can also like to take shots from the box. Then I'll be hoping that like Lyle Foster will be on the end. He will be on the end of those rebounds if they do happen. So yeah, man, I don't know. I would have been much anyone who started here. I think I would have been much. I'll be as much excited about this game. Even let's say maybe a player like Mahopa had started instead of Foster. So I can't really choose between those two. To be fair, I can't really choose between Foster and Mahopa. I feel like both of them give you different qualities, and on their day they can win you games. But then yes, I know that like Mahopa's record of an has been much better than Foster. And also Mahopa this season has scored more goals than Lal Foster. And in the Bafana side, sometimes Foster does struggle a lot. Hence, I'm saying like Mahopa has the advantage because he has played with both Nkota and Apolis, and he's currently playing with Bullet, Orlando Pirates, and Apolis. So he has a much better understanding with those players than Lal Foster has with all of these players that they would be that he would be playing in front, because Apolis, Nkota, Mbule, they've been all to Orlando Pirates players. They've played with Mahopa. They understand Mahopa's movement. So they've created that understanding from the club football, the club level. Mamelodi Sundowns 4 players, Orlando Pirates 3 players, Kaizer Chiefs 0 players. It's not about this is not even important, man. The most important thing is that Bafana win this game. Don't really care about how many Orlando Pirates players are in the Bafana squad, or how many Mamelodi Sundowns players are starting. Doesn't really matter, man. Doesn't really matter if you being Sitole Mbule, just number 17, right? Mbule 17, or Sitole also. Is it not 13? I think it's 13. That's not, can't be 17. I think it's 13. Yeah, it's 13. This lineup, not Paras makeshift squad of Mkelele. I thought Gavin would start ahead of Mudiva. I'm skeptical about Foster. Foster, Killers, Brook. People are already complaining, man. The game has not even started. People are already mourning. Like, come on, man. Give these boys a chance. Relax. Let them play. And even after in the halftime, still way too early to be critical of these players that are starting this game today. You still have a bench like Kemel, Rele, Mbata, Mahopa, Moremi. We are not worth, man. This is an Orlando Pirates fan. Look, it's only mentioning Orlando Pirates players. Like, just can people just forget their alliances with their football clubs? Like, this is a matter of national importance. This is national team. This was supposed to be Tambazwani's Bafana. Ish. Yeah, I actually feel bad for Tambazwani, man, because I'd be very hurt, man, if I was in. I'd feel so hard done because, man, what do you mean I'm not in this Bafana side? What do you mean I'm not in this Bafana squad? Hugo Bruce, I think he done himself a huge blunder there, man. I hope he doesn't live to regret it, but Tambazan should have been in this squad, man. Tambazan should have been in the squad. So Yaya walks into the starting 11 Vele. Anyways, let's go, boys. We're winning this. We have a fan and a fan us. That inexperienced guys must be careful. VR will expose his reckless tackles. All system go for Fana tonight. Boots laced, hearts ready, nation behind you. From the first whistle to the last tackle, we ride together. Coach Hugo Bruce has the troops locked in. Now it's time to leave it all on the pitch. No fear, no surrender, only. There's the spirit that we need. This is the spirit that we need going to this. We need it. I hope I wish players can actually read this message from Jojo. This is what we need going to this. Uh, we need the nation rearing and supporting the boys fully. We need everyone believing that like this team can win this. That's the kind of message that we need. We don't need people complaining about their favorite players not being picked up. We don't need people complaining about their favorite players not starting the game, or worrying about certain players not starting the game, or starting the game after being, despite being out of this Bafana squad for a lengthy period of time. We need to believe this is the first game. We have to believe.
to come together and united we shall. Let us live and strive for freedom. In South Africa, our land. Come on, the boys, come on. Was that game a hobo and that big sexy? Now that's game a hobo and big sexy. Send the call to come together and united we shall let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land. Come on, boys. Come on, man. Let's do this. Let's do this, boys. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on, man. Let's do this. Let's do this, boys. Come on, man. We need to get a W, man. We need to get a win. We must get a W, man. We can't afford not to win this game. We have to send a strong message, man. We can't do what Mali did during the day. We can't afford to give away silly goals in the critical stages of the game, critical moment of the game. We can't concede before halftime, and we can't concede before end of the game. Conceding is a part of game. We just need to make sure that like whenever we concede, if we are to concede a goal, we have to concede while there's still enough time to get another goal. You see what happened to to Mali today? That sucker punch at the last minute of the game, conceding a goal like that, despite dominating the entire game, giving a cheap goal at at the last lapse of concentration for Mali during the day. We need to make sure that like we starve this unlucky team. I mean, this Angola team from creating any chances. And also, like I said, looking in throughout 90 minutes, not just until 40th minutes or 43rd minute, not until 85th minutes of the game. 90 minutes, throughout 90 minutes, we need to stay woke, stay switched on. Because, yes, we might be a much better team than Angola, but they do have those players that can hurt you uh, on any other day. The game kicked off with Bafana kicking us. We are underway. Need to put this here.
Close after that. So on to Group B, which is of particular interest, of course, indeed, with Bafana involved. But John, I think we know where a lot of the attention is going to be focused. Let's to Mohamed Salah and Egypt.
Set piece for Angola. Oh, ha. Why? Where was our defender? How can we allow him to have a free header like that? How can we allow him to have a free header like that? We can't afford to sleep up, man. We need to stay switched on. Come on, man. Pass the ball faster. Bafana building from the back. I like the way we're playing. Like we are taking our game to Angola. We're not allowing them to have the position of the ball or control the position of the ball or control the pace of the game. So we are playing our normal game, and that's what I wanted us to do. We have to come on cross. Shit! Ah! Oh! Ah! No, man! Come on, Lal Foster, man! What are you doing? Oh, come on, man! I want to Lal Foster a little better sometimes, man. You see, Lal Foster, he has this bozo uh tendency, Nje. You can't allow a ball as a striker to just bypass you like that. Not even bypass him, get through between his legs as a striker. You can't do that. You can't. How can you not be able to control a ball like that? Nah, man. I don't want to be too critical and just, but sometimes, man, you have to do better than that. You're not gonna get that many opportunities like that. You're not. Come on, Kota. That was so poor from Lyle Foster, man. That was way too poor from him. He has to do better than that. He's got to do better than that. Especially when we have left players like Igram Renas back home who could have done much better than he did there in that position. But then again, a great block from the Angola defense. I don't think that header from Angola was actually. I thought it was offside, but then I don't think he was offside there. The number 10 of Angola, what's his name? Let's see. It was number 16, Freddy, or Dala. I don't think he was offside. It's also good to see Bafana supporters in the stadium because normally we don't get that much or great support when we play in Africa. South African football fans don't like traveling to African countries to watch Bafana, but think it's good to see some familiar faces in the stadium. Ngithe balale nto iyo mama wezingane balale ngizokutshela mangithi ngithifuna iyo vala mehlo mama wezingane ngithe vala mehlo ngizokutshela mangithi ngithifuna. Bro, look at Mbogazi. Mbogazi played. In fact, not just Mbogazi. Mbogazi and Mudiba, they played uh, Zindala, number 10, Dala, number 10 of Angola on. He was actually onside. We could have in our box. We almost conceded. I thought that was going to be offside, but then it was well onside. The game is halted. There's something wrong with the referee's monitors. What's going on here? Come on, Mokoena. I know you like taking shots from outside of the box, but then that was just a wasteful, man. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, Mokoena. Come on, at least get closer to the box. Get closer to the box. Master Chef, he's not cooking at this moment. He's not cooking. We're still waiting for him to cook. The meat is still in the freezer. Master Chef, we're still waiting for him to cook. The pots are still dirty. The food is still in, the meat is still in the freezer. The pots are still dirty. They need to be washed. He's yet to he's yet to cook. Gordon Ramsay. We need him to cook like Gordon Ramsay today, man. We need Master Chef to cook like Gordon Ramsay. In quarter 1-on-1. Oh, come on. Come on, Foster. Oh, unlucky there from Foster. Good attempt. That's what I said. That like Nkota relies more on crosses, and in Nkota and Apolis, you have two wingers that don't really like crossing the ball. So you're not gonna get much from Lyle Foster in this game. That's just being honest. He's more reliant on crosses. That's also how they use him at Burnley. You see, Nkota likes taking shots from target. He likes to cut in and take a shot. He wants to take on a player 1-on-1, beat the player and take a shot. Even Apolis, he wants to take on a player, beat him and take a shot on target. So, yes, he will get a lot of rebounds, but you're not playing to his strength. You're not playing to his strength. I've not seen much of Sipombule also, if I'm being honest. 12 minutes gone. I've not seen our number 10 embedding himself into this game. You need. I'm not seeing much of Sipombule. I don't recall seeing Sipombule on the ball and dictating terms. And that's unfortunately, I'm telling you, if Tembazwan was in this game, he would have immersed himself in this game. He would have been on the ball way, way, way too many times than Sipombule. And apparently, that's our number 10. That's someone that we're actually relying on to win AFCON. I trust Hugo Bruce, but then with that decision to leave Tambazwani on the out of this team, that was a really, really terrible decision from him. Why are you not picking men in the box? How? What's going on? Great save from Ronan Williams. Why are we having two players, Angola players, unmarked in the box? Too much. Why do we have so many free unmarked Angola players in the box? We almost considered, man. What a great save from Ronan Williams. Are Sipombule on the ball. Okay. Good diagonal pass to Mbule. Mudiva. Nah, man. And I go to line. Mm, 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 mm. Go on. Yes, beat him. He's just lost his footing there. Apologies. Ah, I don't know why we're not using our midfield, because right now we're just relying on these long passes, and they're not working out. They keep winning them back. Wait, we scored. Osinapolis, come on, man. Yes, I'm here to see the goal, but I, that's the boy, man. That's our key player right there. Osinapolis, again, delivering the goods, living up to the expectations. That's what I've been saying about Oceanopolis, man. I've been saying that, like, this boy, he is the star. I'm so envious of Orlando Pirates that they have him. What a player, man. An absolute star player, man. Honestly. Man. He's such a good player, man. Oceanopolis, man. Orlando Pirates are so lucky to have him. Honestly. He's just, he just, what a player. We needed that. Come on. Come on, boys. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. 1-0 before half time. That's more like it, man. That's more like it. This Angola side are there for the taking. We can score more goals. We have to put our foot on neck. Let's put foot on neck, guys. Like, we can score more goals. Police, the composure again, so composed. Doesn't agile just because he's in the penalty area. He took his time, picked the spot. The rest is history. A lot of players can learn a lot from him, man. Our players can learn a lot from Osinapolis. He's just, man, he continues to deliver. He continues to deliver yet again. What a player, man. The best player in South Africa right now. The best player in South Africa. Now I said, composure, man. Composure. You know yourself. I'm from the future. Let's take it back to the music, cause I can control myself. Composure. You know yourself. I'm from the future. Let's take it back to the music, cause I can control myself. I'm the reason niggas hit the sucker on repeat. Now you wanna check me 80 down for a beat. Come on, boys. Let's get the second one. Nah. The idea was good there from Osinapolis, but the execution let him down. But you're forgiven, man. You are forgiven for that, police. Like, you can't do no wrong. You cannot do no wrong, man. Police. You can't do no wrong. That should be a yellow card, man. That should be a yellow card on Freddy. That's a dangerous tackle. Did he get a yellow card? No yellow card from the ref. Come on, man. Ref is too lenient. The ref is way too lenient. That should have been a yellow card. Someone got a red card for that over the weekend. Xavi Simons got a yellow card for a straight red card for having a similar tackle on Virgil van Dijk. Press him, press him. Come on. Lal Foster, why not press the goalkeeper line? Ever since we scored into our goal, we have kind of like uh, dropped our tempo a little bit. We are allowing Angola to have the ball, and it's way too early to do that. This Angola side is not good. I don't know why now we're reverting back and trying to hold our position. Meanwhile, we should be attacking Angola even more because they have weaknesses, and allowing them to kind of like get back and gain confidence, that's not the way to do it, man. That's a goal kick, right? Corner kick. This thing of scoring goals and like now feel like you have done what you needed to do and drop the performance. We've seen this before, man. We've seen this before, and I would like to think that like we've learned from such. You see what I'm talking about? Come on, man. That's the second header that they have in our box. Something's wrong with our defenders, man. Something is wrong with our defense. That's another header that was not even contested, and they're gaining confidence now. I I. Why is sitting back? Why not pressing high? Why not? So stupid, man. Honestly, we can't be negative, man. One goal is not enough.
Close him down. Close it. What the? Switch on, man. Come on. What's wrong with you? Switch on. Why not? Why not anyone closing this guy down and allowing him to have a shot on target? Come on, Mudiba, switch on. How? Can't allow him to have a space to take a shot, especially on the end, on the edge of our 18, our penalty box. What are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? The game is far from over. The game is way far from over for us to be sitting back and allowing Angola to have the ball. Again, look, they're finding spaces behind us. They're finding spaces behind our defense with so much ease. It's only a matter of time before they equalize. Look at us in six and sevens. Bro, what the fuck is going on, man? Yes, we're sitting back, we can't even defend. What's the point? Man, they're gonna equalize, bro. They are going to equalize. It's only a matter of time. I just don't understand why have we changed our game, our strategy. Why have we changed? Why have we changed? Because this is the same Angola that we were playing the first 20 minutes before we scored, which we were dominating. We dominated them for the first 20 minutes. Why now allow them to have so many opportunities? That's a foul, ref. Should be a yellow card too. Exactly. Thank you. Hopefully that will kill their momentum a little bit. Man, this boys are frustrating me now, man. Why are we dropping back? Like I just don't understand the thought process behind this. Like why do we it happens a lot even here in South Africa. Is that like whenever a team scores first, they want to sit back. They will drop back. They're no longer as positive as they were. They want to be negative. They want to sit back and protect that one goal. It's just so stupid. Like I'll never. Okay, now Angola is going to score. Then we're gonna try to attack them after this. They equalize. Let's play it. Let's build up from the back. Patience. Let's just build up from the back. That's how I'll throw in. Oh, nah, that's not a yellow. Nah, that's not a yellow card. Come on, can't be a yellow card. Ngazana, you have to be. Is it fucking hell, man? This they equalized exactly. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. They equalized 1-1, 1-1. They equalized. We got what we deserved. We got what we deserved. I'm not even mad. It was coming. It was long coming. I'm not even mad. I'm not. I'm just disappointed. I'm not angry. It was coming. It was coming. Stupid decisions in jail from our key players. Why have we decided to be negative after scoring? Why? I just don't understand. Make it make sense. We're so positive in the first 20 minutes, attacking, playing with courage. We score and then like now we sit back. What were we expecting? fucking stupid, man. Honestly, exactly what we deserved. We can't score one goal and then decide to sit back and defend. Before half time. Before half time, it's just honestly like again our midfield is non-existent. How many times have we been like just ballooning the ball forward in J? There's no cohesion between the defense and the forward line. The midfield is non-existent. The absence of Tembazon is vivid and just there for everyone to see. Our midfield again is not. We're not in control of this game. The midfield is not in control of this game. Tebomokwena and Sitole, I don't see what they're doing. Sipombuli, don't even tell me about Sipombuli. He should be the one that is taking charge of this game. I've not seen him trying to dictate the game, trying to make this team play. This is what we deserve, bro. This is exactly what we deserve. You can't score one goal in the first half and try and want to defend. Like it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Now they're gonna try to play. Now they're gonna try to play now after conceding. Um, you go Angola must score again. Come on, Angola, score another one. Score another goal. Come on, let's go Angola. Let's get another goal. I'm supporting Angola now because I can't stand for this nonsense that Bafana is playing. Why are we defending? Come on, Angola, let's get another goal. They need a rude awakening, these Bafana players. They think that they have made it because they came third in the last AFCON. Just because they scored first and they think they've made it. Come on, Angola, let's get another goal. I want them to lose now. I want Bafana to lose because they need to be awakened. We played so well in the first 20 minutes. So well. There's the team that this team's not gonna win AFCON. This Bafana team will actually even be lucky to come third. Will actually be lucky to even reach the semi-finals. With what I've witnessed so far, the lackluster performance after scoring, the lack of personalities in this team, and also there's a lack of leadership in this team. Clear lack of leadership in this team. There's your master chef. Let's see what he's going to do. Good pass there. That's what we needed him to do. That's what we needed Sipumbule to do after scoring. Take charge of the game. Dictate the game, the pace of the game. Demand the ball. Don't hide and make people who are in position of the ball to find. You must make yourself accessible. You must make yourself available.
Mudiva, come on, man. Also, there was no need for Mudiva to get in like that. He was literally begging for yellow card there. He was begging for a ref to book him. You can't be taken in like that. That was so reckless from Mudiva. He gave the ref no choice but to book him. There was no need for that. He lost his head there. No need for that. Mudiva, come on, man. Unnecessary booking could have been avoided. Yeah. So like now, both left backs are booked from each team. The left back was booked first, and then Mudiwa said, "Nah, you can't outperform me. I'll also get booked." Corner kick for Angola. You have to say this, man. Angola have had an upper hand in this game, especially after scoring. Even before scoring, after Bafana scored, Angola have been a much better side for the majority of the game. How many minutes has it been? 42 minutes gone. 42 minutes played. And to be fair, Angola have had a much better first half than Bafana Bafana. They have created more chances, had more goal attempts, more shots on target, uh, more corner kick than Bafana Bafana. They should be going to half time. I think they will feel very much hard done by if they don't go to half time leading this game. Handball there, and I think if that was in the penalty box, it would have been a penalty because his hand was not in natural position. It was kind of stretched. So if it was in the box, that would have been a penalty for Angola. We are playing a very dangerous game, man. Fana Fana playing a very, very dangerous game. Another corner kick for Angola in swinger. 5 minutes added. Fucking hell, man. Honestly. Ah, Sipombule. I told you about Sipombule, man. I told you about Sipombule. I did say that Sipombule is not worth the noise. He's not worth all the hype. He's not. He's not a good player, man. I've never been convinced to Sipombule. I'm afraid the stage is way too big for him. I'm afraid the stage is way too big for him. He does not have what it takes. He doesn't. He can't do it. Even at Orlando Pirates, it's not like he's doing it at Orlando Pirates. It's not like he's in this Bafana team by default. It's just facts. He's in this Bafana team by default. If he had someone a number 10 that was on form, he would not be in this team. If Patrick Masongwa was firing, he would not Sipumbulu will not be in this team. I mean, he's struggling against Angola. If he's struggling against Angola, he's not gonna do it against Egypt. Even Zimbabwe has much way better players than Angola. Bro, we might actually be. Angola has been much better than us. If we can lose this game, it's not beyond the realm of possibilities that Bafana loses this game. It's not. Because, like I said, Angola, don't even need me to tell you this. Angola have been a much better team in this game. They have been a much better team in this game. They should be going to have time leading us. And next game you have Egypt. If you continue playing like this, we might not even qualify for this for the knockout stages. We might not because we know what Zimbabwe don't like us. You know what they did to us in the World Cup qualifiers. We know they can make things very difficult for us. This is the game that we should be winning. This is the game that like I thought would be winning, and it was there for us until we scored a goal and we decided to be cowards and sit back and protect one goal in half time. In the first 20 minutes of the game, we decided like now we're gonna sit back and try to protect one goal. How stupid was that? And right now we don't have the answers because look at them on the midfield. They have overcrowded the midfield. We can't find bro. Our midfield has been so poor. We just cannot find our rhythm. It's just not happening. And now you have Sitole and Mokwena, players that are physically very much imposing. And the fact that like I don't know why we can't win the midfield battle. There's your master chef easily losing position of the ball. Again, getting booked. Oh, it was Sitole. But then he had to do that because Sipombule lost the ball easily. Nah, man, this Sipombule guy is not it, man. He's not it for me. I don't rate him, man. I don't rate Sipombule. I don't. I've never understood the hype. Even when he was at Mamelodi Sundowns, I was like, why do you even sign this guy? Because he's not gonna play. There's a reason why he was not playing at Mamelodi Sundowns. There's a reason why he was not playing for at Mamelodi. And even right now, there's a reason why he doesn't start many games for Orlando Pirates because it's just not that good, man. He's just not good. Just that, like the hype is just too much. Yeah? The hype is just too much, and like now, Hugo Bruce found himself in a situation where he had no choice but to pick him because the hype is too much. There's a lack of number 10 in South Africa. He had to be there by default, not because not because of his abilities, because ability wise, it doesn't have it, man. And the thing is about Simpombule is that like he might think that like he's not even dispensable because if you replace him, who do you substitute him with? There's no number 10 on the bench. There's no a clear number 10 on the bench. Yes, I know Lebolo Mufokeng can play that role, but he's not a natural number 10. So we find ourselves in a situation whereby Sipumbuli has to play in the next game because there's no player that can easily just replace him. We don't have a clear replacement, a player that can play number 10 role. So we find this is not a good position to be in, man. I don't like it for us. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, bruv. Let me see. Chandra Camel. Can he play number 10? Let me see. I hope he can play number 10 role, man, because left winger. Oh man, high pressing, long shots. We don't have a creative number 10, man. This is bad. This is bad for our father, man. This is so bad. So yeah, man, Chandra Campbell can't can't play number 10. We don't have anyone that can play number 10. We've put ourselves in a very, very, very difficult position now, man. Sipumbule, nah, bro. We nah, mm-mm. Nah. Your master chef is not cooking, man. Your master chef is not cooking. What your pause so far? Let me see. Sipumbule. Nah, I don't want to see him in the second half. I've seen enough, man. Exactly. I knew that I would be vindicated. Mbule is not good. He's not. He's not. Mbule is not a game starter. He's nowhere around. He's lost. There's no. There's so much gap in the midfield. Exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying. The stage is just too big for him. He's out. He's out 10. The six are sitting deep. How can he function? There was no analysis from technical team. Mina, I still have questions. And Bruce, they should never started. Mokwena is nowhere to be found now. I guess let's not turn blind eye on. Yeah, he's not make sure. Yeah, man. I did say our midfield has been piss poor. I did say our midfield has been terrible. Uh, I. Bro, how can you leave Tambazwani? Nkota Mukwena Mbule are nowhere to be seen. But how can you leave Tambazwani, bro? Like, it's just, I don't understand that. And how can you leave Tambazwani out? Mbule's lost in this game. Bro, Mbule should not start the second half. He should not start the second half. Mufike Mbata and Mbule. Uh, Mufike Mbata, Mufike and Mbata for Mbule and Sitole. Yeah, I think I'll take that substitutions. We aren't in control. We aren't in control of the game. Uh, and Rele must replace Mbule. Mbule cannot play. Mbule is a friendly match specialist. Rele Mufeking is way better in that number 10 position. This is only good when he's playing friendlies. I think the reason why Mbule might actually have started this game is because of his physique. Because Angola is a very physical team. Those players are very strong, and you know, Rele is such a tiny player, but sometimes you have to. His ability is good. He's much better uh, player ability wise than Sipombule. He has the intelligence of playing that number 10. Yes, he might not be a natural number 10, but then he can find those passes. But then again, Relevant can't dictate the game. So we're finding ourselves in a very, very difficult position, man. It's like I'm watching Man United. If it wasn't for Ronza, we would have been destroyed. We need new players coming in the second half. Mbule is one overrated player. He has zero stamina whatsoever. I understand why Wadu puts him on the bench. Our defense, yeah, man, Mbule, nah. They told us that he was cooking. I've not seen anything from him. I've not seen anything from Mbule to convince me that like there's the guy that can take this team forward. I've not seen anything from Mbule to convince me that like he has what it takes to be the number 10 going to World Cup next season, next year. Taking Mudiba and Sitole off, they're having no impact whatsoever. Mugwana is carrying the midfield on his own. Mudiba is getting targeted and beaten in every one-on-one, helping us escape defense. Holding up the ball not enough from from them, honestly. We started the game very well. The supply to the front line was cut off after the goal. Stepping off Foster won't solve anything if the next striker won't be able to be supplied. The entire midfield is too far from each other. They're unable to link up. They just don't have the body to go against Angola. So we need to stick to playing our game and avoid causing corners, free kicks. I think we need Obas Fosito Lemofugeng from Kota and Evidence Mahopa for Foster. Those are changes that I'll also make. Obas Fositole Mofokeng for now Mofokeng. I'll not take off Nkota. I think I'll replace Mbule and bring on Mofokeng and Evidence Mahopa for Foster because again Evidence Mahopa has the ability to hold up the ball. He can play with his back against the goal. So you need someone that's going to bring the wingers into play. You need someone that's going to hold the position of the ball, bring the number 10, the wingers into play because now look at Fosler. He's isolated there. The midfield is not functioning. He can hold. He can play with his back against the goal. We need someone that can drop in. We need a strike that can drop in and kind of like bridge that gap between the midfield and the forward line. Lyle Foster is not doing that. Lyle Foster can't drop in. That's what Evidence Mahopa does best. Mahopa can drop in. So it's evident that like evidence is needed in this game. Evidence Mahopa has to start the second half because otherwise, then what's the point of having Lyle Foster in this game if he's not gonna have that many touches? How many touches did Lyle Foster actually has had in the first half? I'm sure not even more than 15 touches. He barely had 10 touches on the ball. So we can't have Lyle Foster starting the second half. It just does not even make any sense for him to be in this game come second half. Mofuke and Kabin and Mbata, Nkota Mudiba and Bule out. Let's play them through the middle. The diagonal balls don't work. Hugo Bruce is repeating the same mistake he did against Zimbabwe. Why he playing long balls again? That thing doesn't work and has never served us. Our boys got skills. He's not playing. He's not start playing Bule because these balls. He must change this thing and allow boys to express themselves. Very poor first half. Sipumbule, Sitole, Lal Foster, Mohammed and Obrim Diva contributed to poor first half. Bafana were outplayed. This is very embarrassing. Hugo Bruce favoritism is costing the team. First, it's just not it. Mahopa can give us a lot going forward. As from Kota, it's shame he's nowhere in the game. I think if you can have Mahopa in the game, you'll see Nkota playing well. You'll see Apollos playing well. And also to an extent, I think you'll also see Sipombule playing well. Because like I said, Mahopa, he can knit everything together. I think is the missing puzzle to this jigsaw. You need Mahopa to bring everyone together. Mahopa is the missing puzzle, man. I'm telling you, just put Mahopa in that number 9 role. You're gonna drag the defenders away from. Bro, Mahopa gives you way, 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 way too much. It's so underrated, man. Because I always say that Mahopa, he always sacrifices his game to allow other players to shine. You put Mahopa in that number 9 role, you're gonna see Nkota playing better. You're gonna see Apollos playing better. You're gonna see even Mbule playing better because of the hard work that he does. He will press high. He will drop in and connect with the midfield. Be everywhere. Even that's not what level first is gonna give you. Level first is just gonna stay in that in the box and hope that like the balls will be delivered to him. And I don't know why Hugo Bruce started him. To be honest, I don't know. I don't understand why Hugo Bruce decided to start with Lyle Foster because we're not playing to his strength. We're not playing to Lyle Foster's strength. So it'll be interesting to see how soon Hugo Bruce will make those changes. But if it was for me, I'd be making those changes as early as possible. O tla betha di-volume tša maata. O tla betha di-volume tša maata. Hello. Eh, le kae? Rona. Le thwele. Na ba re thwele. Ba tsoa kae? Wa nkwa? Mm. Why today no sa fumane shem yo. Eh? Okay. I also tell him match one. I don't know bafana mus la Angola. Angola. Ke 1-1. Ba re jesha mo ke ra jewa ile bafana nke lose botse. Ka mo gore ba raloka mpia fela so yo. A se le go play. Apena ke mapena.
Hello. Wangwa.
Hello.
Eh,
Eh?
wangwa. Wangwa.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, atsa ka tla ka bore ya today mona. Yo.
Already.
Kora tsore keng. I don't know tsore ke tsama. Ka bushu. I don't know what you get ka bushu.
Oh,
So I re tla no dula le generation. Mm.
what?
I re ka mo ne ke my pleke ka ona. So today ke aya ku. So moshimane la ke ka mofuko la le yena bona. And then or ile mori oban. Ule high. So are o tletse cousin ya hae kua ke ko yena ke tla fumana cousin ya hae oban. And then ke a tsamaya o mpha number tsa